What's up, everyone? Today we are going to just do a real brief update, and apparently I just had to wait for a few fighter jets to fly overhead. That's not something you normally get by here. That's pretty cool. It's always neat to see those. So we've been working on stripping this old 1997. There wasn't really much to film, just stripping her down. I got all the parts that I needed, which were a few things, really not too much, but I have a person that's been waiting to come take a look at this, potentially buy it. I will be posting it up on Facebook Marketplace as well, so it's gone, because I want to move our 72 Plymouth Satellite where that is, because I want to continue working on that. Unfortunately, the engine is still waiting to go up to Nick's to be dynoed, but I really want to bring it down to this year's Carlisle. So that being said, there's a few things I want to iron out before it's ready to go. And we don't have much time, like 160 days, 167 days. I also had to pull apart my Jeep Wrangler. Nothing really I can make a video of. It was just the lock was seized. So I just opened it up and sprayed it with WD-40 and worked her around. And hopefully we'll be able to start working on the 81 Ram. I was kind of hoping for the temperature to break a little bit, but most likely we'll be working on this thing in the cold very shortly. The other big update, of course, is I have like 5 packages down at the what do you call it, the regional distribution center for the post office. They've been there for a week, so they were shipped. It took like 3 days for them to get there, and that puts our shipping dates to be like not quite a week and a half, but you know, we're almost at a week and a half for something that was supposed to get here in 2 days. I called them up and they said our shipping is not guaranteed. I'm like, that's nice. So unfortunately that's put us behind on the 46 drift truck, as well as behind on putting the engine together. Literally one part and we can have the V10 bottom end put together and ready to you know, accept heads. We will be seeing something very soon. I was originally going to be using the Buick, or sorry, a Pontiac GTO for something coming in the spring. There's a few really awesome YouTube channels that we're going to be working with before a really awesome event where we take this thing and see how fast we could take it down a quarter mile. So this right here, of course, we have a lot of the components sitting right there, but this right here is going to be worked on in the spring by a horde of people, where we're going to get it ready to rock and roll. Now this is, of course, is the supposed Buick GS that was originally air conditioning from the factory, and that was definitely not factory work right there. So we are going to go ahead and just enjoy this car as it is. Eventually we will repaint it the beautiful red that it was, but for the spring we are going to just get it rock and rolling, which of course means floor pan, that LS engine that's going in here, twin turboed, with the Edelbrock cross ram, which we'll show you that in a second, and the frame sitting over there. So there's a lot of things. There's also a really big thing happening that is going to be revolutionary for the channel, and you guys are going to just feel like, oh, big things are happening. So I'm very blessed for an opportunity that's come our way, and I'm really looking forward for that. It's crazy awesome. Now, before we go back inside, I want to actually give a shout out to the channels that have already agreed to working on this 1971 Buick GS, supposed GS stage one. Like I was saying, there's some controversy behind it, so that's why we can do whatever we want to. It's one of the reasons why I like the cars I get. They're generally in pretty rough shape. So I just ran back out here because I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of guys. One, Hoosier's Garage, which I'm actually wearing his shirt, who has really awesome designs, and he's working on his channel. So if you haven't already checked out Hoosier's Garage, head over there, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up on his videos, and give him a watch. Very technical, very awesome. Grease Rookie Garage, who is working on actually one of my wife's favorite cars, an old school Mustang. I cannot wait to see that thing. He has he has overcome some insane challenges, and he's come out the other side like learning a lot of, and just great channel. If you haven't checked out his channel, you have Shop 209. We have so many people that are going to be working on this in the spring that have some fantastic talent. So look forward to this coming back very, very soon. It will be like a 1-week process, and it's going to be ambitious. So I've been collecting parts. I don't know if I already said that, but I've been collecting parts for almost a year now, here and there, little things, and we'll get the ball rolling on that pretty soon. But let's go take a look now at the engines in the basement. So let's go. So as you can see, the engine is substantially cleaner since the last time you guys saw it, unless you've been joining us on the lives. It's all painted and ready to go. The only thing I need is the timing chain is in the mail. After that, we can start working on the top end of it. And oh yeah, and head bolts are in the mail. They're just sitting there. No idea why. We also have to get an order for the head bolt or actual heads in. So that's going to be coming up fairly soon, you know, post office, you know, willing and everything. But in the Buick GS, it was sold to me as a stage 1. And I was not familiar with the Buick engines at all. So based off the pictures I saw real quick online, I figured, because I couldn't open the hood all the way, I could only kind of sneak an eye in right underneath the hood. She was seized up. You can see that in earlier videos, and I tried getting this thing running, and it's a total mess inside. Total mess inside. And one of the really cool things about it is this really awesome intake. So, or I should say, airbox. And it sat into the ram air hood like so. And now I don't have the bolt to hold it into the actual carburetor, but so I wanted something that would be able to embody, oh yeah, and this is not a 455 like I was told it was. So, you know, there was no such thing as a stage 1 350, and also this 350 is out of a 1970, where the Buick GS, of course, is a 71. So we decided to do something special with it and go with a twin turbo setup. And I wanted a intake manifold that was very different, something that would, you know, set this apart from the other LS engines. So as you can see, she's currently sitting on an engine stand, and I'm hoping to start getting to work on that as soon as we're done with the HEMI. So this is going to be on the chopping block. So V10, HEMI, LS engine. Twin turboed, as you can see by the really awesome exhaust. It's just, I love this. These are one of the coolest set of headers I've ever seen. Pairing it with the most really awesome, the intake manifold is great. You have your fuels on the bottom end. Can't say how much I love this thing. So we are going to be doing some really awesome things coming up very soon. And I can't even just say how thankful I am for all of you guys to get us to this point and where we're going to be going in the future. So you have yourselves a wonderful night. I'm hoping that these updates kind of fill you in why there's not been substantial content like there has been. Also, I am working at doing a really big variable frequency drive at a factory. So things are busy right now. So I appreciate you all. Have yourselves a glorious afternoon. Remember, keep your shiny side up, and God bless.